Okay.
You, so smarter than a fire. Everybody think big, wake up when they sleep, when they dream big. Everybody one blow, yeah, they way they talking about being rich. Then I know that one step, hard work, small, get there. Me, I tell you real talk, how you say you running when you can't walk. Nothing is bigger than you. You say you know the truth. If you not see it today, tomorrow will come for you. Sometimes the road will be bad. You understand the right. When it comes back to you, you got only you by your side. Only you by your side. Only you by your side. Better wake up when you're falling. You know that you not wanna be sorry. That you're not getting a part two. You might get up when you're falling. You know what to do, you shouldn't be struggling. That you're not getting a part two. In this life, oh life, you're not getting no part two. I not get no part two, me oh you for true.
All right, and so folks in Viewers Land, wherever you are, however you're joining this platform, this is how I would like to welcome you to another edition of the program, The Turning Point, on Image TV Live, coming to you from the Republic of Liberia and other parts of the world. And on this edition of the program, we have a lot of interesting things that we are going to be talking about. And so we ask that you just be there, watch us live as we bring you this edition of the program, The Turning Point. Well, my name is David Abasiwalu, and I have my own Don, my baby with me, and he will introduce himself. Chief.
Yeah, good afternoon from my end, Abbas. It's a pleasant day today to be here on this edition of the program, The Turning Point, on Image TV Live. And it's interesting to be here. Yeah, it is why we are here to discuss those important things that are affecting our society.
Yes, indeed, discuss important things that are affecting our society.
Everybody one stage, everybody wanna be on front page. Everybody aim higher, chasing all the people who accomplish. That brother where you see there, the sister where you see there won't stay.
And so, as you listen to the song that we just played, there are a lot of interesting messages we have in it. You know, in this life, the song says, there is only one person, there is only one you. So, the singer said, there is no part two. There is only a part one about you. So, whatever you do now, whatever you do today, there is not another you that will come to make it right or to make it wrong. So, in whatever you do, you have to make sure that you do it the right way so that when you leave the face of this earth, people will not come and have whole lot of negative things to say about you. Though the issue about negative saying cannot be stopped, no matter what, no matter how good you are, there will still be someone that will come and say something negative about you. But the aim is to make sure that as you are leaving the face of the earth, those who will come, whatever it is that they will be saying about you, will be positive more than the negative one. So, on this light, I would like to welcome you to another edition of the program, The Turning Point. This is where we touch hearts, this is where we touch soul, this is where we encourage you if you find yourself in a situation where you think that, well, I've given up, I do not think that I can actually make it. We are here to talk to you, to encourage you, to help you with a way out. We are here to motivate you. We are here to inspire you how you, as a person, can become a better person. And I'm here with my boss, Mr. Don. And together we are going to be breaking you this interactive discussion. And we ask you out there to follow us, leave your comment, share, invite others to also follow the program, because whatever it is that we will be talking here on this edition of the program could benefit you, could benefit the person that you will be inviting. So basically, we'll be looking at life mistakes. Yeah, some of those mistakes that we make, and most of the time we make those mistakes, and when it comes to a point where we realize it and we want to make some correction, but it becomes too late. So we have a short video here that will be playing shortly, and we will go through that video and you will see some of the actions of young people, uh, some of the things they get themselves involved into, some of the things they do, and when it comes back to them, and they are sitting at a point where now they do not know what to do, what to say, which direction to go, and they are trying to find excuses to make up for their mistakes. Well, we'll be looking at them videos coming up shortly. But until then, we'll just ask Mr. Don if he has anything to say towards life mistakes, after which we will be going to take our video and be back. Mr. Don.
Yeah, thank you, Abbas. Thank you so much for the program. It's interesting to know that it's good that we discuss life mistakes. People said, someone said, mistakes are raw material for progress. So if you made a mistake today, you should use that mistake as a progress to step forward tomorrow. And so a lot of people make a lot of mistakes along the way, and they don't recover from it. So we will be discussing that kind of thing today. So we will wait to play the video, and then we'll come up with our own analysis from that.
Pleasant welcome to you. We will take our video if you just joining us. This is the Turning Point on Image TV Live with me, David Abasiwalu, and my boss, Andrew A. Don. And together we are here with this edition of the program. So let's take our video and then we will be right back to get into our discussion. But stay tuned, don't you go away, and let's watch this video and learn some lesson from it.
Hi.
You, so smarter than a fire. Everybody think big, wake up when they sleep, when they dream big. Everybody one blow.
And yes, indeed, a pleasant welcome back to the program, The Turning Point on Image TV Live, with me, David Siwalu, and Mr. Andrew Don. We are here bringing you this edition of the program with a lot of interesting discussion to be done.
Yeah, they were talking about being rich. Then I know that one step. Hard work, small, get there. Me, I tell you real talk. How you say you're running when you can't walk. Nothing is bigger than you. You say you.
And yes, indeed, nothing is bigger than you. You yourself, you know that there is nothing that is bigger than you. But there are times that we make mistakes. There are times we get ourselves involved into things that we sit and we do not know the way out. And we sit and start to ask ourselves, how am I going to get out of this?
You know the truth. If you not see it today, tomorrow will come for you.
And yes, indeed, life is not a rushing thing. If you do not get it today, believe me, tomorrow will come for you. So there is no need that you kill yourself. There is no need that you take away your life. There is no need that you get tired running after whatever it is that you need to run after.
Sometimes the road will be bad. You understand the right. When it comes back to you, you got only you by your side.
And the thing is, life is a journey. And as you go about that journey, it is not just milk and honey. There are difficulties, there are challenges, there are situations that you find yourself in. But what you need to do, what you need to have at the back of your mind is no matter what situation I face, no matter the challenges of life, I know that once I'm on the face of this earth, there is something that is there for me. And once as it is there for me, I will make sure that I keep fighting. I will make sure that I keep working until I achieve whatever it is that I want to achieve.
Side, 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 side. Only you by your side. Only you by your side.
And it is not wrong to depend on someone as you go about your struggle. It is not wrong to look up to people as you go about your life's journey. But there is one thing that you should always keep in your mind, and that is no matter how it is, every vision, every dream that you have in your mind is your dream. You are the one that came up with that dream. This dream was not given or shared between you and John or you and Peter. This dream was only given to your one. So if you have this dream and you want this dream to become successful, you have to work and work. Even if people let you down, even if those that you depend on, they are nowhere around to stand by you. This is your dream, and you should never give up on yourself. So whatever you do, make sure that in this life, and you. There is no part two for you. You are the only person that can always keep yourself going.
Better wake up when you're falling. You know that you not wanna be sorry. That you're not gonna part two.
So when the time comes where you feel that you are giving up, if the time comes when you fall, when the time comes that you look ahead and you see that, well, the rope is ragged and I don't think I can move forward, know to yourself that you and only you are the one on this journey. And if you are not strong for yourself, and if you are not there to encourage yourself, there will be no one else that will be there to encourage you. Because if someone is to come to help you through whatever process, whatever situation that you are going through, you as a person have to be that one to encourage that person to see that yes, this person is determined to do this. This person really wants to achieve this. I've seen all that this person have experienced. I've seen all that this person is going through. And yes, indeed, I think now I can come in to help. Well, you just witnessed a very short, educative movie, and there are a lot of messages we have in that. And just to summarize it, it was about this guy, Todd, that met this girl and not knowing each other at that moment. And because both of them are young and active and they met on this party and they got together, one or two things led to the other, they slept together, and months they couldn't hear or talk to each other. And this guy, his family being wealthy with a lot of companies, he used that as an advantage on girls. Always going around lying to girls that he's rich, he has company, and he has the brothers who are working with him and whatever. That was how he had the other girl that he went out with. And when she got pregnant, found him, came to where he told her that he owns the recording studio, called himself Marcus. A big brother name put it on himself. And so when they get entering the area and ask for Marcus, the owner of the area, why I'm pregnant for him. And everyone there became concerned, only for the family to gather. And she got to realize that he was not Marcus. He had nothing in the company. He was just there riding on his brother Glory and having fun from clubs to clubs, having fun with girls and whatever. And it reached at this point where a bigger brother said, well, at this point, what you have done, I think it's okay for you. You have messed around too much. You have damaged other girls too much. And we have always stood by you. But this time around, this one that you have done, you are going to take this burden and you are going to work and earn and take care of whatever it is that you have caused. And he being a person who have never thought about doing something serious for himself, saw it as a joke until his bigger brother could tell him that if you do not do what I've asked you to do, it means that you should never step in any of my company again. Just move and go far off. And then now that is where it dawned on him that my joining, my joining of being a playboy, my joining of being a person that do not care about life or people, my joining of not being able to work and earn for myself, my joining of just always living on hands from hands out from people, it has come to an end. And so there is a need that I start to put in more effort. There is a need that I start to work and be able to earn for myself. Now, so based on this story, we are going to be looking at the mistakes of life, how we go about our lives. And as Mr. Don said at first, mistakes should serve as a stepping stone. But according to what we just witnessed, according to what we just heard, this guy, it is not his first time, it is not his second time. In fact, he took it as his constant habit until at this point now, his family are tired with it and say, every time you're doing this, we'll stand by you. Because we expect you at one point to sit and think to yourself and say, there is a time for everything. I think now I've made this mistake the first time, I've made this mistake the second time, I've made this mistake the third time. I think now I need to stop. But since you cannot decide for yourself that you will stop, we will be the one to decide for you today. This girl, she's your responsibility. This is your burden, and you have to take responsibility of it. Mr. Don.
Yeah, thank you, Abbas. That is a beautiful movie, short movie to give life lessons to people, young people. Along the way, we young people made a lot of mistakes, and then when they make the mistakes from the beginning, to correct it at the end, it can be very difficult.
Very difficult.
Now, let's take for example, nowadays in our country, Liberia, you see a lot of young people, especially those ones that are, riding, they are self-employed, riding the motorbike, the tricycles, and get some kind of business they're doing and earning money. And they feel that earning that little money, they are on top of the world.
On top of the world.
And you notice that they will go in the community, impregnate the young children. You have 3 or 4 little girls that are pregnant. And taking care of those pregnant ladies is not an easy task. So at the end of the day, the burden falls down on the parents. If the parents are not capable enough to take care of grandchildren, obviously those children are going to suffer. And so young people nowadays should think. You should be able to put on that thinking cap to not make mistake that will haunt them tomorrow. Because if you do, like I always said,
mm,
it's always good to plan your life as a young person. And some of us here today, if we had not planned our lives, when we're growing up, then by now we have whole continuum full of children. Then we have not reached our educational level we've reached so far. We have
mhm,
not reached in society where we reached so far because the family burden would have been on us. Then at the end of the day, the children also become wayward. Because if you bear children that you cannot contain, you cannot support,
and
obviously they will
support.
go up in the society and become wayward. And now you
Mhm,
see nowadays in the country, you see that our young children, you see that boys and girls they are in prostitution. The younger boys are in drugs, the younger girls are in prostitution, they are in drugs and other things. Only because some of the parents they didn't plan properly. They
mhm,
make mistake along the way. Instead of them correcting the mistake, that's the more time they go into the error they committed. And like I said
mhm,
before, mistakes are raw material for progress. So if you made mistake today, look, say no, I have made this error. Let me go forward and correct the error. But most of them will
mm.
continue to drown, get drowned in the error, get drowned in the error. And at the end of the
Continuously.
day, it reach a point that they will not be able to contain. And so, like in a movie, yeah, this guy would have wanted to justify everything. Oh, because he felt his parents
Mhm,
were rich. And
mhm.
in fact, he started to compare himself with the fellow. Hey, dad,
The father,
when you were my age, you didn't do this thing. And,
yeah,
then the mother wanted to support him inside the mother. The father said, hush. The father tried to, hold her down. You see, some of the things that young people go through nowadays when they make errors, some of the parents are, in support of those things.
in support
And
of it.
when they are in support of those things that want to help the young children, they go wayward. Some of the
Mhm,
parents, the mothers, the fathers, some of them do it. But on a larger scale, when you put the bulk of the problems for young people face today, the error they made today, we have almost on a scale of 10, we will have a 10, I call it 7% being supported by the mothers, and 3% will go to the father. If not, 2% will go to the father. Okay, so most of the time, the young people in life they don't plan for their future.
mhm.
Now let's look take example. You see the young people nowadays, they are not thinking about their future. They are passing beyond politician. They are not getting the politicians say, oh, they take telephone or they hear on the news, oh, there's other politicians who will go and assemble, they will go and follow.
They go
Forgetting to know
there
the politicians that children are not part of the parade, they are not part of the protest you're talking about. They are all somewhere
mhm,
studying. So tomorrow when you become wayward, when you can no longer make decision, informed decision of your own, they bring that children from abroad to influence you, they bring that
to
children from abroad to,
influence you.
to lead you,
Mhm,
and they will claim why they say, oh, we're a leader, oh, I don't stop you from going to school. And that's why we always stay to motivate young children, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the condition you go through, it is always good that you focus. Get a plan for your life. Do you
mhm,
have a future plan for yourself? Do
mhm,
you have a short term? Do you have a medium term? Do you have a long term plan for yourself? Where
mhm.
do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you want to see yourself in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years, in the next 20, 25 years? Where do you want to
Mm.
see yourself? So, have you made any plan that in the next 5 years you want to live from this point to this point? If you haven't done it, you should start to do it. Because
Start to
these
do
are
it.
things that you need to do to prepare your life. Because you don't want to go into the society and try to impregnate someone child that you're not able to take care of. I here take myself as a typical example. When I was growing up, I was very, very much afraid that people would be laughing at me. I was afraid to even look a woman in the face. Because like, oh, I'm not working. I'm still a child. I'm still a kid. I'm still a teenager. I'm still 16, 17, 18, 19, early 20s. Uh, I can't take children to my parents. So I was like careful, quote unquote, maybe had a girlfriend. Yeah, maybe had a girlfriend. But having a girlfriend said you don't even go around a girlfriend because you're scary,
You are afraid.
you're afraid to go with them.
Yeah.
Because
What if
I used
problem
to like
comes?
my foster mother would say, Andrew, I don't see you shouldn't pass around, but when you pass around, you impregnate anybody child, the child will stay in the house and you go. They should be eating your
You
food.
go.
I don't have food to eat either. Where do I take it from?
That's where I take
So
it from.
on that backdrop, I like, oh, I'm afraid. I don't
Hmm.
know what to do. So I decided to plan my life in a way, Lord. The person that for reason, if I get whosoever I will born for me, Lord help me to sit down with that person.
Hmm.
So but people don't do that plan. But even if you didn't make that plan and mistakenly you had a child outside by somebody's daughter, the best thing you need to do is say, hey, the child need a feature. What can I do for the child to get a brilliant feature? What can I do for the child to get a brilliant feature? But you, as a young person growing up, if you don't plan your life and you just want to depend on your parents' worth, at the end of the day, it will get caught up with you. And it's true.
Yeah.
The many of young
Mhm.
children back in Liberia now they depend on their parents, where their parents did everything for them, and they didn't advance themselves educationally in the professional world to sit there so they be able to do something, but rather depending on poor parents. Because when you talk about business, doing business, you have $10 million today. If you don't invest that $10 million, you take out
That's it.
$1 is no longer 10 million.
It no longer
So many
10
of them
million.
mismanage the funds that parents left with them. They're unable to turn that fund around, to invest that fund around so it can become more and more, but they don't do it. They just take the money, they go to use it, lavish it. At the end of the day, live extravagant lifestyle, and at the end of the day, they left with nothing. So
Mhm.
my point here to young people, both women and girls and boys, plan your life. Focus on what you're able to do best. Don't think about who coming after you. Don't think about who you want to please. Don't think about how people society gonna look at you. Think about how you
Mhm.
gonna look at yourself. Think how what you think you will be tomorrow. Instead of
Mhm.
thinking, say, oh, how society will look at me. Oh,
How
I'm
society will
here
look at
anything.
me.
I didn't, no, 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 no. You don't have to measure yourself with your peers. You see, every one of you do not have the same upbringing. So if
Mhm.
John Brown parents were rich and they're doing a lot of things and you can afford, stay right in the corner that you can afford and focus on how you can be able to reach to that point in the
And
future.
work with what you have.
And work with what you have. Work with what you
Mhm.
have. Don't just sit down and say, oh, me, I just say that today, me, I don't get it. Oh. And then you
Mhm.
want to live above certain level, which
Mhm.
is not good. And I can tell you that. I want to
And
stop that for you.
yeah, and Mr. Don, as you have said it, this is one of the major problems of our youth these days. Living above what they have, wanting to please their peers, wanting to measure with people who have when they themselves do not have. And what we have seen is that majority of our young people these days are more focused on what people will say about me, how people will receive me, how people will grade me based on what I get and what I don't have. And because of that, you find themselves getting involved into a whole lot of activities that even does not mean well for them. And what we have seen here in this movie today is just is something that is happening in reality. Now, you may have a parents that have everything to offer to you, that have the money, that have the cars, that have the houses, that have the companies to offer to you. But what are you doing as a person to be able to, help your parent up with whatever businesses or whatever they have? What are you doing? I mean, you just being there using the money, going from club to club, going from parties to parties, spending all of the money. That is not a help. You are misusing whatever fundings that your parents or whoever are trying to give to you. And they are not giving you it just because they have it plenty. Well, because they know within themselves that whatever they have, there will come a time that it will start to drain down. There will come a time that if they are not investing it, it will come to start to reduce. So that is why when they are giving you something else, they expect you as a young person, you not being the one that is young, you not being the one that has all of the energy, you not being the one that can move around, to be that person that can be able to move around and bring whatever profit that you can bring to whatever it is that they have given you. But sad to say, majority of our youth, and most especially, Mr. Dodd, there were those days when people used to say all of the bad kids are the rich one. That is not the case now. Even those that are from poor families are getting bad up even more than those that are from the rich families. Why? Because they want to compare themselves with those that have everything. So because I'm working with the guy and I see him every day, he's all dressed up in nice sneakers, nice trousers, nice shirts. He has the latest phone, the latest watch, the everything. So because of that, I want to have similar thing. I want to be like him. And maybe there is not a legal horse that will give me that fast. So what do? I start to get along with people that have means, illegal ways of getting those things. Maybe I get up with this group that we have to go at night to hustle. We have to go to people's shops, people's houses to arm rob. We got to go into various marketplaces to jack phone and run away with it. Take knives, threaten people's life and take their properties. Because I want to be what we call a fair boy or fair girl these days. And we have seen majority of our youth on a daily basis are getting involved into a whole lot of activities. You see them joining groups. At times they say, oh, the organization, the organization, the organization. At the end, you see it start getting more different.
Yeah, you see what the young people, most of them usually do is they get this thing they call the Ben welcome mentality, right? Is that you see Abba, how Abba's looks, you don't care to know how and where Abba get his resources from.
Mm-hmm.
What made Abba to reach to that point? And then you want to follow him, you want to be like him.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to be like him with all further investigation. How at the end of the day you put yourself into a situation that will embarrass yourself tomorrow. So normally it's always good, like people will say, cut your coat according to your measurement.
Mm-hmm.
When you want to live a modest life, you got to disabuse your minds with a lot of things around the society, and focus on your goal, because in life everyone have life's goal.
Mm-hmm.
So your life goal but you should focus on your life goal, like what you want to achieve. And your life goal should be maybe a short term, medium term, and long term.
Mm-hmm.
If your short term is within 5 years time, I want to be this, I want to be that, you should work towards it. Then your medium term, you say, working between 5 to 10 years, I want to be this one. Your long term, you say between 10 to 25 years, I want to be this one. So in
I
the
want
next
to be
25
this
years,
one.
you want to at your age, you say maybe I'm 20 years old today, and in the next 25 years, I will be 45. I want to get at that time. I want to be out of college. I want to be out of college. I will have my master's degree. I want to be doing a professional job. I want to be doing X, Y, and Z. I want to build a little kitchen for me to be inside. I want to be established. I want to have my family.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't put yourself in that category, you didn't put yourself into that range, and you just come up from the blue sky and wanting to do something, with a proper plan, and you get yourself failed. And if you fail yourself, you are failing society,
The
because what
society.
you society expect from of you is no longer coming. And then at the end of the day, you be one way watcher at the down water side and be 10 ways, what do you call it, disadvantaged young people in the
Mm-hmm.
society. You don't want to be a disadvantaged young person. You don't want to be a disadvantaged young person. You want to be a person that will contribute to the society meaningfully.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be depending on government subsidies, and at the end of the day, it is not food coming and you cry.
There's no full
You don't want to be
coming.
depending on the politician. Say the politician tell you, say go in the street, and you go in the street, at the end of the day, they can't even give you $5 to pay your way to go home, and then you complain.
Mm-hmm.
So
They come
what
and
plan
start
do you have for
complaining.
your life?
Mm-hmm.
This politician that you healing, this politician that you supporting, this politician that you following, what plan do they have for your life? Will they take you from here should anything arises? Will they take you from here and drop you somewhere else to go there and learn? They wouldn't do it. The favorite politician that you following today, their children are not, most of them are not in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to focus on your own life activity. You need to focus on your own life goals. You need to focus on things that you want to achieve by yourself as a human being, as a young person. If you miss out on them, obviously you go wayward, and you do want to go wayward. But you see, if you do this thing to yourself, that's the end of it. Because when you go wayward, depression comes in. When depression
Yeah.
comes in, you start getting frustrated, all kind of thing. At the end of the day, you go insane. And when you
Mm-hmm.
go insane, it's difficult to restore easily. And then people will say, "Oh, we wish the person." Nobody
A
bewitch you.
wish.
It is because
Hmm.
your mind is not made up, and you want to become X before Y. You know, you want to become X before Y. It's difficult. You cannot be X before Y. S will always come before Y. A will always come before Z. So you start from point A before you go to point Z. And like I will always say, look, if you are the person you want to achieve certain thing in life, if you are up on a ladder has maybe, you know, let's say 15 steps to climb that ladder to reach to the place, your destination up there. And when you reach at the 11th or 12th step, and mistakenly you slipped and fell down, you will not jump straight and go to 13 or 12 and read to 15. No, you will have to start
No,
from where?
you
From
have
the
to start
bottom.
over. Hmm.
And that's how life looking. Prepare yourself and get there. I'll turn it back to you, Abba.
All right, prepare yourself and get there because no matter what it is, one thing I know is that once you set your mind to achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve, I mean, you will achieve it. The thing is, most of the time, majority of our youth, you see them coming up. At times, you see them coming up, and you sit and say, "Wow, this person is a determined person. This person actually means well. This person wants to become somebody. This person, I mean, all of the positive saying, you hear it about this person, but all of a sudden, maybe through their journey, they face some kind of challenge. And because of that, they say to themselves, I'm a young person and I'm seeing my fellow youth out there. I'm seeing how they are making it. I'm seeing how they are surviving. So if I come to say I want to stay on the right path, and every time I come to try and I keep receiving roadblock or setbacks, I think the best thing I can do is to continue the same way that my friends are continuing. But I will say here today, no, that is not it. If that was it, I tell you, there are so many people today that will explain their success stories to you. And when they explain it, you will get to know that there are a lot of things that they experience. There are a lot of places that they went. There are a lot of challenges that they had, but they never gave up. They kept fighting until they were able to achieve. You know, the thing about mistake is we have all made them. Every one of us have made mistakes, whether big, whether small, whether some of those mistakes that we have made. So now we say and we think about them, we laugh. We laugh. But it's you making the mistake should not be a point that you should say, well, since this has happened and everyone now eyes are on me, everyone knows now that I made this mistake, and to the point where I'm even being named by this mistake that I've made, I see no reason of me going forward. I see no reason of me trying to achieve what it is that I've set out to achieve. That passion, that desire to become whoever it is I wanted to be. I see what I have done will remain as a stigma on me. If I should continue, I think this will always hold me back. Now, the thing is, you have made a mistake. And one thing we need to understand is that making mistake does not make you a failure, but make you a human. And it gives you that opportunity to learn and to do better next time. So you're making a mistake and hanging onto this mistake and considering yourself as a failure because of this mistake that you have made is the wrong way to go.
Yeah, so before you conclude, I know we have 5 more minutes
Mm.
to go. Let me
Yeah,
just give my
yeah.
final words,
Mhm.
so you can conclude. I got something running in to do, but
Okay.
again, we be hoping we would meet you again tomorrow on another platform, or maybe we'll talk about something else tomorrow on the image spotlight tomorrow,
Image
and
spotlight. Yeah,
probably maybe we'll
definitely.
come on earlier. So, but like I said, right,
Mhm.
it's interesting to note that young people nowadays, they don't want to make plan for themselves.
Sure.
But you should not give up in life. Don't, no matter how life push you, how life carries you, wherever it carries you, how it
Mhm.
carries you, always stand firm. The storm
Mhm.
will come. In life, life have a storm. The storm will come. It will push you. The
Mhm.
ocean wave will shake you back to back. But
Mm.
don't allow it to move you.
A lie
Whatever
to move you.
error you
If
make
a
in
lie
your
does
life
not you
today,
down.
and you thinking that error is going to weigh you down, muster the courage to go forward. Say to myself today, say to yourself today, say, I
Mm.
am here to make it. No matter
Mhm.
what the conditions, no matter what circumstance or condition we go through, I will surely make it. Put it in your mind today, young people. You
Mhm.
made error is haunting you today, but use that mistake that you made along the way as a raw material for progress to make. Don't just
Mhm.
sit down supinely and put your hands between your legs. You say, oh, I have given all in life. Giving up should not be
Mhm.
your option. Giving
Yeah.
up should never be anyone's option. Always
Mhm.
focus, lift your head or high, and try to move forward. I
Mhm.
thank you, Abbas, for this time, and we hope to see you again on tomorrow. I'm on the background and listening to your
Okay.
closing point.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, sir. And so you just listening to what Don just said. Mistakes happens. They are normal things. You cannot do away with mistakes. You cannot. They are a part of our life. So you cannot do away with them. And what you have to understand is that mistakes are like events in our lives. They are not your identity. Even though in our settings that we find ourselves, most of the time, things that we do, mistakes that we make becomes our names. People mention us, people call us by our names. But you have to understand that that is part of life. It is another event that have been added to your life journey. And maybe the mistake that you've made is because you trusted someone and that person turned out to be the wrong person. Maybe another mistake could be because you stayed long in a relationship, you stayed long in a job at a job site, you stay long doing something that no matter what you do, you are not getting any positive response from it. Maybe another mistake that you would have made is because you mess up something important and important things that you had the opportunity to achieve. Well, you prioritize something else instead of that. But that does not mean that you should give up in life. That is no reason why you should stop trying because mistakes happen. Like I said, it's like a life event. And at times we make mistakes and we look down on ourselves, we feel so bad about ourselves, and we don't know what to do next or which step to take next. But that's the power of mistakes. They teach us, they reveal to us, they grow us up, sometimes in a painful way, yes, but it is purposeful. And let this program today be a reminder to you that you should never allow shame to keep you stuck in your yesterday mistake. Do not allow guilt to keep you quiet, especially when you are meant to rise. You know, there are some times you are at the place and you have the opportunity to progress, you have the opportunity to move forward. But because someone is talking to you and telling you that if you do this, you will hurt this person. If you do this, you will hurt this institution. If you do this, you will make this person feel bad about you. So because of that, you keep yourself to that point over and over and over again, and you are not moving forward. Don't allow that to happen to you. Use the lesson that you have learned in your previous mistake. Use the pain. Also use the truth to help you keep moving forward. And remember, you are not your worst decision. You are the comeback. You are the wisdom. You are a healed person. That person that was damaged based on your previous mistake is now back as a renewed person. So there's about time that you focus and move forward. And why? It's because your grace is real and growth is possible. And this might just be your turning point. This message, this podcast might just be your turning point. And so, until next time, I will ask you, stay tuned to this program, stay tuned to this platform, follow us, share our contents, comment, and be a part of this one big family that we are building together. Thank you for being there on this edition of the Turning Point. My name is David Siwalu, and I was joined with Mr. Andrew Don, and together we brought you this edition of the program. Join us next, that is Friday, for another edition of the program, The Turning Point. Or better still, you can keep following this program. For
Me, I tell you real talk. How you say you're running when you can't walk? Nothing is bigger than you. You say you know the truth. If you not see it today, tomorrow will come for you. In their life, you know that you not wanna be sorry. That you're not gonna part two. You might get up when you're falling. You know what to do. You shouldn't be struggling. That you're not gonna part two. It's life, oh life. You're not getting no part two. I not get no part two, me oh you for two. Everybody one stage, everybody wanna be on front page. Everybody aim higher, chasing all the people who are complete. That brother where you see there, the sister where you see there won't stay.